does not want to commit to it early on.
So Sammy Boy as Samson right now in game. Have to get used to saying that. Zor, ooh, all right. He's got Shikuchi, comes up on the high ground. Pre-6, I mean, they don't really have a lot of lockdown because they're without the Primal Roar. So you're dealing with Telekinesis, which don't normally really want to take level 1 unless you can definitely get a kill, and then Disruption,
It's
but
not
you Shadow
worth it.
Poison.
No, definitely not worth it.
Seconds to battle.
Show up in the lane with Telekinesis, 28-second cooldown ability, can't secure a range creep. It just
You lose.
feels worthless. Yeah, you're like, well, I'm griefing my off-laner's lane. Desperate, trying to look for a ward, so he's gonna ping out. The ward is on the high ground, so let's see if they're gonna be able to get to the ward. Nature Lover.
Sentry here would be what, right on the edge, usually what you put, and ooh. All right. Nexus Titans, they're gonna get 3 bounty runes.
Good start.
They've got themselves a little bit of a start. When it comes down to this, it's going to be how well both teams can kind of perform in terms of their lanes. And you see that D-Ward happen for 101 Dalmatians of gold. I worry about this wildcard lineup. Obviously, it's not the same wildcard lineup that went 0-7 in the Div 1 of last tour. So I don't think the
You
pressure
can't do
of that
worse.
is on.
Exactly. Like maybe you can lose all of your games, not get a single dub. But yeah, it allows you to play chill Dota, I would say.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, top lane, sorry, is going to be a lot of spam. Rubik plus Beastmaster with access, but also Wind Ranger starting with Power Shot. Crystal Nova, this is definitely a First Blood lane we're looking at.
So we see if they get First Blood. The player I'm really looking forward to seeing is RCY. I've had too many good things to say about him throughout the tour when I saw him in Tour 1. So we'll see.
Different build. I think 9, one of the better mid Timbersaw players, tends to skip the bottle. There was like only one game, I believe, where he went for bottle because of the matchup, but wanted to rush Vanguard.
Vanguard. That is an item that just continues to be seen every moment it can be.
Yeah, where's the D-patch at? I thought we're gonna have D-patch dropped by, I don't know, after Div 1 ended. Maybe some kind of a fixes, some number tweaks, some of this OP stuff to nerf a little bit. Maybe buff some of the heroes that were not picked at all during Berlin Major and during the 3rd DPC tour.
Yeah, well, not happening yet. So Vanguard's still very much the item to get. So good luck as that item continues to still be here. I don't think this game, truthfully, is on the Windrunner. And I think with the Vanguard that's going to be picked up, the high armor we'll see in this game, like, I think we're going to have to see a lot of reliance on Storm and maybe Weaver kind of taking over.
They do have heroes who can carry the game. I want to see what the item build on this offlane Weaver is going to be. Whether that's going to be like straight up Gleipnir to have some more damage, have some more teamfight presence as well, or if he wants to go for... I wouldn't mind, like, if this was South America, I'm pretty sure this would be Spirit Vessel from the offlane to have something to kill this Timbersaw early on, because Shaker doesn't want to buy this item, Crystal Maiden doesn't get enough gold to buy it.
Mm-hmm. See how it goes, because I'm very interested to see what Zor does with this Weaver. And what this Terrorblade can kind of produce. Rolling 9 armor. I think that's what? Highest base armor is Terrorblade, then Bounty Hunter? Something like that.
He's... We buffed Terrorblades. Lane. Reflection. Good ability to use level 1 most of the time. It was just meta. You had to take it. But it's going to be a lot of spam. Every single time it's off cooldown, use it on 2 heroes, plus some Shadow Poison on top of them. I could see them getting some return kills in this bottom lane.
because they're probably setting up Shikuchi, and then with a fissure or something like that, you could level 3, maybe you go 1-1-1 if you want to on this Weaver, have an early level in the Swarm. So we'll see what they want to do. But more and more I look at this game, the more and more I kind of really like Nexus Titans lineup.
The more I look at this game, the more I want player to reconnect. The more I want Beastmaster to join the game, so we can unpause and get going with it. Monster disconnected, probably some internet issues, but should be back soon.
Yep, hopefully we'll see that so-and-so has reconnected. Yay, we can go again.
Breezy.
Exactly, that's what we're looking for. Easy, breezy. I won't say
Lemon
the brand name that
squeezy.
comes. Yeah, lemon squeezy. Instead of saying the brand name that comes after that in some aspects. Nature Lover, Kiritsugu. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Going Bracer Shreds. Okay, with an early wand and 3 Ironwood branches.
Yeah, that's the build on your Universal Heroes. You want to get as much stats as you can. Makes you very tanky. 650, 57 damage.
I offer wisdom. You are in
Joining Disc. So you got your wish. It's reconnected. Now has to get back into the Discord. That may not even be internet disconnect. That could be like a computer restart. Windows is restarting your computer for an update. What? Boom. Computer goes down. You got to reopen Discord. You never see it coming.
We've set the
Well,
timer for you while you were AFK.
Yeah. To exactly at the moment you need it to not happen. That'll work. Thank you very much. So, just taking a look. Nature Lover gonna body block this camp. Him and Flea are gonna right-click each other. As that Crystal Nova and just a little bit of back and forth. They do have that Blood Grenade available on the Crystal Maiden. Supports loving these Blood Grenades. And Shadow Demon also has himself one over bottom on Sunlight.
If you're about to die, use this Blood Grenade,
Die quicker.
die quicker, and also get the return kill. So leaving solo XP for your teammate to pick it up. Beastmaster is level 2, Boar is available.
Ready to throw out those slows, throw out that boar. Mid lane, up by 3 CS, but you can see RCY doing some damage to Desperate. He's got that early bottle. Now RCY has his getting sent out as well. So, pretty close matchup. Again, we'll see who really gets the ball rolling first. We saw a couple of storms mid in the Western Europe Division 2 today. One going and opting for an Orchid first, and the other one going into the Falcon Blade Kaya Sanj build.
Yeah, you don't need any kind of BKBs or anything in this game. You can get away with all these small items. I want to see Falcon Blade, first item, Treads, Kaya Witchblade, maybe Witchblade into Kaya, depending how you feel. If you feel like you need more damage, Witchblade damage gonna be good against Timbersaw, some extra. But if you feel like you need something for farming, have that extra mana regen, go for Kaya instead. BKB in this game not needed ever. Like, you don't need to buy BKB. Love these type of games on Storm Spirit. You could go for Lincolns as your like maybe 5th item, so you can get roared, can get lifted, your zip can't be stolen.
It'd be interesting to see, because I was thinking about the Lincolns on both him and whether or not the Weaver's going to go for it, considering the Roar is their biggest form and one of their only forms of lock down here. Protecting yourself from that pretty much feels like you're free to do whatever you want. But nothing doing just yet. Finally, RCY getting ahead of this storm over mid in terms of CS, but that is with a creep wave coming out of the tower. Now we'll sit back even again.
Kiritsugu doing really good in this top lane, harassing them. We've seen Wind Rangers picking up different skills. Sometimes Power Shot, only level 1, maxing out other abilities, but he wants to put in some more work. With Crystal Maiden Frostbite, it's a good setup for Power Shot, so can't really blame him.
Right. And this isn't going to be your Vanguard offlaner, right? You've got Beastmaster, who's looking to go into the Helm of the Overlord most times. He's already got the Helm of the Iron Will queued up. So Windrunner is not going to have that typical, oh, I'm versing an offlaner with a Vanguard, and I kind of can't do any damage to get these kills in this lane. Water in picked up. RCY not dealing with a lot of mana, but does have that Whirling Death. Trying to run down Desperate, but with no mana for another Whirling Death, that's not going to work out for him, and they're going to secure another Water Rune bottom for Nexus Titans.
Huh? Dana or Day-NA, not sure how you pronounce that one, but we'll secure another Water Rune for Desperate. Timbersaw should not die in this lane. RCY putting in some work onto Storm Spirit, potentially even threatening a kill.
Got to do that, place the Iron Branch in front of the hero and then just Whirling Death. When the Ironwood Tree was a neutral, a couple of heroes that would take advantage of it. The Timbersaw and the Windrunner. So we'll see. Another pause coming into the game, and we're seeing Timbersaw without any mana, no bottle charges. Could see a lane on the side lanes for Wildcard get purposefully aggressive. Sometimes we see that. That's usually post First Blood. You don't really want to be giving up First Blood like that just to fill up the bottle over mid.
Definitely not. You don't want to die just to refill the bottle. If you can get a return kill, that's fine, but not opting to go for it.
Let's see how it goes. Hopefully once we unpause here. Got a couple of people who are just probably playing on some pretty interesting ping, truthfully. And right now, Timbersaw and Storm are pretty close. The Windrunner and Terrorblade are close. Everybody truly in CS is just kind of having an all right time. Maybe not the offlaners so much, but it's to be expected, I would guess. The way that these lanes have kind of set up, and it looks like we're good to go.
The Shaker doesn't provide you with much early on, so you can't really just be playing super aggressive. Maybe you get a block off with Shaker, and then Weaver's gonna come in, try to get a kill. Sunlight managing to get the pull off will push the lane back towards his own tower, which is really good. And there's the item that I mentioned on Weaver, just one great band straight into Urn. I love the build. And then you want to play aggressive with this item.
Mm-hmm. It's still tough to kill Terrorblade though, right? Like he's got himself 12 armor. Zor, ooh, Blood Grenade, right clicks in, a couple stacks on the Shadow Poison, one or two more, and they might get the kill. Ooh. Just not quite getting the damage with that early meta. And 2 points in that Shadow Poison too, but only getting 3 stacks and not getting that big bonus. But Disruption, Shadow Poison available again. Still have some right clicks, uses that Shikuchi to run away. Trying to find a blind one, but doesn't get it on Zor once more. So Sunlight fighting back with Dana or Thena. Still trying to put those pops in while, well, Zor.
Okay, there's a center ward.
Back and gets hit by Samson.
He didn't even use Shikuchi.
Oh, okay.
You also gotta be careful how you use that level 1 Shikuchi. It's 15-second ability. It's on cooldown for a long time. And his... What? Did he kill it with the illusion?
I think so.
Rubik, Flea.
Yeah, Flea's gonna die here to Nature Lover. And a ball lightning away there from Desperate, who is getting low. He's desperate to get out.
Dana is also around the mid lane, but
This lane
doesn't
opens
really...
up for RCY.
Yeah, can't really do much. Timbersaw, level 6, will start harassing as soon as they get close. As you can see, Shaker already down to half HP.
Ooh, good shackle? No. Nah, not doing anything there. They're slowing Nature Lover up a lot with this boar. And that is not fun. Now Samson gonna lose his courier, but getting that kill early on Azor. Samson, he's almost level 6. Compare that to the Windrunner, who just hit level 5, going into the Maelstrom. And that 7-minute mark. So mid again, Desperate, just getting out. Wisdom Rune's gonna be taken one apiece, as I think the illusion from the Terrorblade was trying to get a kill there. Shadow Poison, 5 stacks. Zor's dead.
I don't know why Desperate's playing so aggressive onto Timbersaw, who has regen in the bottle. Like, he can't allow himself to do that. Picks up Bounty Rune. Not gonna get much mana from it. And now trying to make a rotation here. Monster.
Ooh, Frostbite. And they're going to go with the win run and the power shot to get the combo to help Desperate get that kill. This is all the while that Tier 1 tower is taking some damage here from RCY in these creeps. And like I said, this lane's pretty much free for him. Samson also hitting that level 6. They got that kill on Zor again. He's only level 5, so he's really struggling in the moment.
Zor needs to find a hero to play with. Shaker, not really that hero. One of the reasons why we don't see Shaker being picked is his early presence is really not existent. It's all about that one Fisher.
He's gonna fall to flee. So some revenge there. As that all works out. Right now the lanes are going really well for Wildcard, I would say. Although the off lane feels like it's the one that's struggling the most for them. 31 and 3 to the 58 and 22 denies for Kurtsugi.
You know that Samson's doing really well when he can farm both lane and the jungle. Desperate finds another token. Already found Arcane Ring for himself. That's going to be extra mana on top of Arcane Aura.
Yeah, a little bit tough for him on this storm, but he's about to hit that level 8. RCY hit that 8 already. He's gotten into that early Soul Ring with Arcane Boost. And he picked up a Fairy's Trinket.
Damage coming out from Timber is going to be nuts this game. And I'm really glad that he's going back to Vanguard because it's... Once you pick up Mana Boots, Soul Ring, you have infinite mana with Soul Ring. And you can disassemble it, of course, get those 3 components. I see a lot of stacks being made by both supports. 11 against 2. Yeah, that's massive.
Pretty big advantage here for him. And let's see. You know, what can he do? As you do see Monster also farming up a stack. And he was looking to get that 6. He's already there. Now he's got that Diadem.
By the way, it's Diadem.
Diadem?
Diadem.
Yeah. Samson getting that kill on Thena.
He's
and
pinging out
got
the
a couple
vision.
kills already.
Yeah, but it's not. They don't have vision there. And Samson, as you said, 2 kills going into Manta style next. He's off to a really good game.
This is getting a little bit scary for him. You feed him a kill like that, it puts him top of the net worth. 1K net worth lead. Boy, oh boy. Not fun at all, right? As they're going to get a kill there on a Nature over. They're all kind of just...
How is he getting solo kills on Terrorblade? That's the question.
All right, so
there's
some
nothing.
solo
There's
kills, like, yeah.
reflection. That's it. That's all you got.
Yeah. And he's getting it done. That works out for him. And now, top lane, they finally get a kill here on the Windrunner. Monster gets credit for that. He's got some help from Flea, and that's that first usage of the Primal Roar. Like, with RCY, everybody here, Wildcard, I didn't really expect this lineup to do that great with the lack of lockdown, but you don't need lockdown if the heroes are going to come to the Terrorblade and you just reflection and kill them.
Right, if your carries are getting early kills, solo kills, there's not much you can do. I mean, this says a lot about the game. Another tower. Question is, who is going to kill this Timbersaw? There is Spirit Vessel being built. Key word here is being built. Yeah. So still needs another 1,000 gold. Doesn't have a charge yet, so you could die, but not where you want to be. Windranger also.
Thena.
We haven't seen much from Kiritsugu. Thena. Stolen. What did he steal? Just totem for now.
Was that a level 1? Yeah. There, level 1. Not really seeing a lot yet from Desperate, and he might just die. Nature Lover coming over to stop RCY. RCY is already level 10. And, you know, I was talking about RCY when we first started the game, and he is just somebody I fawned over when he was playing on Dogchamp. That team that dominated to get to Division 1 out of the first
Yeah,
four.
Dogchamp changed his roster every single tour they're like, well, these players sound familiar, but they're not on the team anymore. It's just a great reshuffle every single tour for NA, especially Div 2.
Zor.
Roar is available.
Yeah, there is a
Roar and
roar.
Zor.
Can they control him even further? They've got the Centaur, but the Fissure, now he's able to time-lapse. Ooh. So that's a little bit of that lack of control. They don't have the ulti yet from this Crystal Maiden. Now they've got the Disruption. Desperate's also over here. They bring
Sunlight.
in Flea. There's the Vortex. They have a Stolen Vortex, as well as the Chakram. They get the kill into Desperate. As they lose Sunlight, Dana's trying to fight. There's a Fissure out, as well as a Totem, but Monster standing his ground. Dana ends up dead. They look over at Nature Lover. They get another kill here, as it's a 3-for-1.
And this is gonna be your Octarine Core Timber Saw about to crack level 12, 15 minutes into the game.
Oh.
Good luck killing him. The good thing is Weaver does have Spirit Vessel available, which is gonna be with one charge, so they could try to go and grab a kill. I think they might need Wind Ranger to be able to get him anyway. Land a Shackle Shot, Focus Fire, a Fissure or Frostbite from Crystal Maiden should do the trick on top of Spirit Vessel, but he's very thick. Like, he's sitting at 2,000 plus HP already.
Kuretsugu taking 2 points in stats. So 1, 2, 4, 1, and 2 in stats.
Yeah, that's fine. I think skipping Power Shot, you don't want to have it, but you also want to put points in Shackle Shot to have like something. For now, if he's farming, it's okay to have Wind Run maxed out. You have mana coming from Arcane Aura, and you're not using much. And also a Cold Bracelet, very good item.
What cult is he in?
In the Bracelet
Cult. Oh, okay. You see this Zor Weaver Shikuchiing. They do have Prime Aurora up again, and Zor, well, he does have time lapse too.
It's gonna be such a good timing from Monster. That's gonna control another monster. Helm of the Overlord needs 300 gold. If he finds Black Dragon, you can't kill this. Like, any unit cannot be killed. They don't have anything. Jump from Desperate. He's running low on mana, though.
Going for Samson. This is an interesting play. They'll go to the Freezing Field. Oh, the Disruption save! Is it enough? No. There was a save there for a second. They couldn't get the full save, though, and now here comes RCY, apparently the real carry of this game. Spirit Vessel's on him, but if they don't kill him, that's not too great. They got the kill on a 2. They took out Desperate. They look over at Zor. They've got a Shikuchi to follow. Flea goes the other way, though. It looked like it was going to be enough, and Sugu, sees RCY and Flea. Doesn't have telekinesis. It's still on that level 1, 28-second cooldown.
Yeah, Flea might need to put more points in telekinesis, considering that they have Primal Roar, but that's about it. It was a good disruption save overall, but it was also a setup for another enchant totem, and he could not get the Sunder off. Also, nicely done there from Zor. He understands that if he locks down onto Shadow Demon, puts him in a spot where he's like, well, I need to disrupt myself, or we're gonna kill Terrorblade.
Right.
So cutting into back, Lance of Pursuit, one of the items that you love to backstab with. Spirit Vessel, Shikuchi plus the Swarm. Shadow Demon doesn't deal well with that. So I want to see some more control being built. RCY for now went into Kaya, gonna go for Sanj, which is pretty standard. I think building Hex, Blink Hex is gonna be very important in this game for Timber, just to have that extra control, because they do lack some of it. Flea, now with Shikuchi stolen, could try to set things up from Invis. And this is a big one. We've seen this time and time again in the last 3 or 4 weeks, where you're like, well, 16, 17, 18 minutes into the game, if we have some kind of a sustain, we can still kill Roche.
Ages for RCY. I don't know why when I say RCY's name, I think of RC cars. I don't know if you had that when you were a kid. Remote control cars.
Yeah, I'm from that era. It was fun, but I was always running low on batteries. Like, that was the thing. Like, the cars were not expensive, I don't know, but the batteries were. And like, well,
That's like when you had to put batteries back in a Game Boy. You saw the light
Yeah,
go from
I
green to
took
red.
batteries from TV remotes and stuff just to have some for my toys.
You just hear this from downstairs. Why can't I change the channel? That wasn't me.
Have you tried hitting remote a couple of times? Usually it does work.
And then the back pops off and they realize there's no batteries in there. And that's what happens. So, not my fault.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Courier goes down there to Zor and RCY right there with Zor. You're going to re-steal that Shikuchi. And they get the kill here onto RCY. They do see that Hawk ready and giving vision. Also got themselves that ancient Thunderhide.
Well, anything you get is pretty good, but for some reason I like the Black Dragon the most because he can split push the best. We call this ghost push, or there's another term for it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dragon push?
But yeah, we could call it dragon push. Desperate. This is the item build that we did mention. All three swords, Falcon Blade, Witchblade, Kaya.
All the Zoro builds.
What's a Zor build?
The Zoro.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Nature Lover. RCY goes down. I fell for it. Pretty hook, line, and sinker on that. Zor on the run. With RCY getting yet another kill. Now he's got another sword. The Sanj.
So far, they did not manage to be able to get a kill on Timbersaw, but we'll see. Yeah, they need some kind of control. This Wind Ranger, now with the Lincoln Sphere, you wanted to see this item being built because there is like Shikuchi,
Telekinesis.
Rubik's Lift.
Body box.
He procced it
Oh my gosh.
with
They've got the
Fable.
Primal Roar, Chakram, down goes Kuritsugu, and they want Nature Lover.
Has fallen.
They're gonna try and bring the Nature Lover down and then hit him with the woo! Sorry, that's the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's fine, but this game is getting out of control for Dire. I can say it looks very dire for them because Samson does have Eye of Scotty, Manta style, he's tanking it up. Again, he does have Shadow Demon behind him. He can also be using illusions, disruption on the illusions, try to get some farm for himself as well.
Radiant's
RCY still didn't show his next item. For now, it's going to be Kaya Sanj and sitting on
Hex?
1,000 gold. I
One
just
get
want to see Hex. Yeah. Flay did a good job in the previous fight, proccing that Lincolns with Fate Bolt, and then landing a Telekinesis, setting things up for Primal Roar. Well, Wind Run was still not available, and now they're
they
hunting
kill?
them down.
Sure. Ooh, they might. Telekinesis, can they hold him? They've got the Fissure that lands on RCY. Flea still going forward with the Shikuchi. Blink away from Thana. And, oh, gone.
Nothing, no stuns. One of the reasons why Shaker's also not being picked is this particular reason is you kind of want to have this shard as soon as possible,
Right.
but you also don't want to invest gold, so you want to get it from Tormentor, but in this situation you can't really get it, so you want to buy it for yourself. But you also need a Blink Dagger. Hero is very item reliable. Let's see if Nature Lover is going to get caught one more time here. Desperate. Does have a decent amount of mana. He's
Oh,
chasing
Nature Lover.
Shikuchi.
Oh, no. They're going for Desperate while RCY's going to solo kill Nature Lover. Primal Roar used. Do they have the damage this time? Yes, they do to get Zor.
His middle tower is under attack.
Or Zore. Zore?
Azure.
Huh. Major contenders. Desperate. Fissure. Totem. Ooh, stealing the Fissure. Throwing it back. Got some control. Thana's in trouble. For the Timber Chain Echo. Slam. All right. Slamming it down. Getting a kill on the Sunlight. But that's it. Look at the body blocks. I see why. He's so good at this. Another Fissure comes out. They lose that Aegis. Now the Ball Lightning in. Desperate. Can he get
Samson's dropping
anything
low.
from this?
No.
They don't have
have
Sunder.
nothing.
Freezing Field, and down goes the Terrorblade.
That was nicely done from Nature Lover. Getting close, Frostbite, and just on the edge of the freezing field, getting the kill. Samson, let's see what the next item for him is going to be. Going for Orchid. Okay. wants to be able to control Storm Spread. Not sure if this is the item, but let's see if he decides to go with it. Some big kills, but still, Wildcard Gaming getting more out of these fights.
RCY is going for that Hex, by the way.
Yeah, he knows. Our RCY seems like, at least in this game, he's the best player. He's been all over the place, popping off, involved in 10 out of 17 kills, did really good in the lane. Let's see if they can find another one.
Mid. Fissure,
the follow-up
Disruption,
stun?
and Zor. Hit with the Telekinesis. They've got a Sentry down, and they have the control, but the time lapse the other way into the Primal Roar. Zor is no more.
That's for
Meanwhile,
sure.
whoa, wait, whoa.
What? Oh no!
Oh, no,
God! Oh, it
Tormentor,
happened!
no! Oh,
Tip him. This is where you start
no.
tipping him. It happened to me the other day. I was playing Snapfire.
Shh, you don't admit that out loud.
Is under attack.
Yeah, I should not said that. Yeah.
No, what are you doing? You don't admit
No,
that.
I got this. I actually got like 2 of those.
Oh no, we've got a replay. Oh no!
You deal too much damage. Like these tormentors are just insane.
Oh no. He was hoping nobody saw that, but we've got
We have the
top-notch
yeah.
observers. We've got the power.
We don't miss anything, especially things like this. And now after their high ground, they need some big Echo Salami. That's only level 1 still.
Oh,
Has been killed.
those lone trees RCY's picking on. All right, bye. It's just that far-range timber chain. See you later. We're gonna get this ancient granite golem. That golem will be gone.
Where's that from?
What?
Golem be
Yet be
gone,
gone.
yet be gone. I don't even know what the saying is.
I don't know where the original meme came from. I'm not sure.
That's my territory. I should know that.
Yeah, you're all
I'm
about
a
the
meme
memes.
expert.
Meme connoisseur, as you were putting it the other day. Yes, this is a delicious 2006 meme. You gotta bring back
Shackle
some
onto
old ones.
Dino.
RCY popping that illusion rune. Still trying to run. And he's got the timber chain away while over mid. They've got the primal roar on
We
the
also saw
Windrunner.
that.
And,
We saw that Echo.
Kiritsugu. Well, he's going to be able to run. They've got the fissure on a couple. The ball lightning in. They hit the vortex on a flea. Flea getting low and trying to survive. Eventually will fall. Thana, he's helping out with a little bit of that lockdown thanks to the shard that he's got. They get the kill on a nature lover. It ends up being a 1-for-1 so far, but the right click's on a Kiritsugu. Ooh, fissure again. Do they have the Sunders?
He needs to use it, gets
now
it.
he gets it on a desperate. They've got
Still
the
gonna
vortex.
die
He's
here, it
down to
seems.
low health, and I don't think he's going to be able to make it. They'll take out Samson and Sunlight. Desperate falls. Now they look over at Thana, who's doing a lot. RCR, the Spirit Vessel on him, and he'll die. Whoa.
Okay. That's a big place coming out from Windranger. Oh, disconnect Zor. Let's see if there's going to be some old chat happening or if this is just another internet or PC issue. But Windranger, who got the kill for... Oh, no, he died before. RCY got a kill on Windranger, so he didn't get any XP for that.
Easy breezy.
You were talking about that Echo. Maybe we'll throw that back up on the...
No, because like this Fissure blocked them off real nicely. Dana set things off
Easy breezy.
pretty nicely, and then Focus Fire is still gonna go through. He was thinking about Sundering Windranger, but there was Lincoln's available. This Orchid looked good because you could like control heroes with it, that he's buying into Bloodthorn, so you'll have something to deal with Windrun, but you could also just buy MKB and gotta do the same trick. He's not tanky enough. With just 2 items with this Manta Style and Eye of Scotty, he needs some kind of a help. You need some Force Staff, some Rubik Lift with the Shard to be able to toss him away, especially if there's a Fissure, because Windranger's Focus Fire is going to go through. Even if you Sunder, doesn't matter, and going to continue to right-click you down. All right, Windranger, Focus Fire available one more time. Let's see if Kiritsugu wants to go for Tormentor again. He learned his lesson. There's no way. Like, you're not touching that stuff.
Do it. Try it. Zor top. And Sentry down. They don't have the control, though. Not yet, at least. They're still trying to go. They don't have Shikuchi anymore. So, no way for the Rubiks to kind of catch up here. You just wait for next Roche now that, or well, wait and get next Roche now that that last high ground attempt didn't exactly go according to plan. I guess I got that answer. Never mind, don't answer that. They're doing it. It's fine. It's okay.
Going for it. That's Cheese Ages. This time, you don't give it to RCY. You gotta pick it up on Samsung. Terrorblade needs to be the one sieging. Needs to have that second life.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right, Samson.
Radiant's
Cheese on
middle
Monster.
tower is under attack.
Ooh, Samson TP back mid. Uh-oh.
Can they pick him off here? But they will commit with Echo Slam and everything to get this first life immediately
They're backing away.
if they find an opportunity for it.
I thought maybe that was immediately their opportunity. Now they've got this Hex, though, on RCY.
Stupendous.
And an Invis rune for him. Ooh. When Gleipnir with this Maelstrom picks up the BKB.
Things are looking okay. I think this game is very comebackable for them. All they need is Stone Spirit to farm another item, and that's a big one. Aghanim Scepter about to be completed, which is going to be set up for Fisher, for Echo Slam, some good shackles. And Ranger has a lot of defensive items, but still packs a punch with Focus Fire. Those procs from Maelstrom, and also Zor has one of his own, having Spirit Vessel charges as well on Timber, who doesn't have a Dispel mechanic on himself yet.
Pop. Totem, Control, Vortex, Telekinesis. They've got the Hex, the Primal Roar, into the Echo Slam. They've got the Disruption. They go to the Focus Fire. They're trying to get the damage out here on either RCY as well as Sammy Boy. They've got to continue to control. They get the kill on RCY. The Sunder. Samson trying to survive. Loses his Aegis. They'll buy back on the Earthshaker. Freezing Field will end. Now they've got the Frostbite. Do they have the damage? Time lapse from Zor. Samson in trouble. This chart is just giving them so much trouble. Disruption, Ball Lightning in, and now they look and they get the kill on a Samson again.
They want more. There's Vortex available. They need to chase.
They're gonna catch a third. Oh my.
Dana, he's been really on point when his Fishers Echo Slams, besides that one that he didn't hit, but in this fight, he really controlled them well. And you can see Wind Ranger damage, she popped off completely. Terrorblade, he needed that BKB again for that fight. This Orchid has been a huge mistake from TB. They also need some defensive items. Like, they need to get him out of the trouble. Rubik's Lift, like, there is not a single Force Staff. One Disruption is not enough because it's a setup for your other abilities. You show up, you're staying on a Fisher. There's going to be Enchant Totem, maybe even Echo Slam. And Dana can't keep the distance. Look at that fit. Jesus, look at that Fisher range. Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Fisher not fun. Shard for the
Lens.
Beastmaster now, because they took the Tormentor and didn't die to it. And Ags now for the Storm.
That's a big one. That's game changer right there.
Ooh, Zor! Fissures a plenty. It actually makes a X for X marks the spot where Zor's body will fall. And they look and find Nature Lover. That's going to be a second.
Can they find more? This game, we said it's going to be entertaining, it's going to be chaotic, and it's exactly what we expected from it.
38 kills in 31 minutes. A little bit of back and forth, and we see the buyback situation. Only available for the Shadow Demon and the Storm. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Finds another
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
cast range item, Psychic Headband on Earthshaker. I mean, it also does help
This
that
is
he...
so ridiculous.
It's so big, like, it's massive. It's like full screen.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Is this the game that's going to prove to people Earthshaker's back?
Dire's top
I mean, he had his time. Morphling Shaker, it's been a combo, especially in Southeast Asia for years, and finally we fixed it.
It's back. Ooh, Orchid. They have the control, Primal Roar, and yeah, they do. Desperate's gonna die. He was the only one who had buyback remaining.
Yeah, the
and
combo.
That's gonna be a problem.
Primal Orchid getting the kill. I mean, this is where Orchid is good.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It's just like that instant catch on Storm Spirit for some kind of a follow-up.
Blink telekinesis.
Oh,
And they found the Earthshaker. That means they don't need to deal with that anymore, especially
And
because
his buyback's
he
on
bought back.
cooldown.
Yep.
Oof.
So now he's dead for 75, and when you don't have that extra control, I really don't think that they can defend as well. Not nearly as well, really. So that tier 3 is going to drop. Hex onto Zor. He's forced to use that time lapse. They're working on the racks. Nobody really here to defend this. They're not going to buy back, but yeah, they finally will. And that
It
felt
looks
like
so
it was
funny. Magic. Like popping that BKB.
And running with the shackle.
Dire's
Yeah.
middle tower is under
Like the first thing I tested was Shadow Shaman because I'm like, is it really gonna work that way? I can't believe it's gonna be like that. We're like, oh, well, I'm gonna shackle. He's running his BKB and suddenly shackled. This is a big buyback. Desperate using his. Now sitting at only 1,000 gold, needs some kind of a defensive item, whether that's gonna be Orchid or a BKB. So they managed to deal decent amount of damage to melee and range barracks, but not going to be able to finish it off. Samsung still holding on to that cheese. Let's see if they decide to commit for it. 20 seconds until meta. There's still this Tormentor available.
I'm a little surprised that they didn't stay forward on that. Like, I think the Earthshaker being around is more important than the Storm in terms of control. But what can you do?
What can you do? That's the question.
Timber
Timbersaw
Saw
gets the shard.
with the shard.
Having
Flamethrower.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like, I don't know if you know the magic card, just Fireball.
No, but I can imagine what Fireball looks like.
Fireball,
And again-
easy card. Look at that, you know. It's just been around for a while. X plus red. Oh, and that would take out Zor for sure.
Let's go. Buyback, time lapse, straight into them. End the game.
Bottom set of racks.
Dire's
They're gonna glyph, trying to hold on, and here come the fissures, here come the totems, a shackle onto an ancient black dragon. Okay. Gotta stop it from doing whatever it wants to do.
Dive bomb. He procced the Lincoln's first time on Wind Ranger.
These racks are dead.
Dire's bottom
Mega creeps secured.
is under attack.
Oof. These heroes are not really good at dealing with Mega Creeps. Wind Ranger, Gleipnir procs, it's not good enough. Earthshaker, Storm Spirits, they're gonna suffer. All they need to do is go in with meta one more time while the Mega Creeps are coming. This is also, like, this is the perfect timing. 35-minute mark, 2 catapults. Siege Creep catapults. Having 1,000 HP
Oh.
in all 3 lanes. It's time to go in and try to end the game. Like, even if you die on 2-3 heroes, you buy back, you go all in. But you can also wait for Roche. You don't necessarily need to go with 35-minute catapult timing.
I think when your org goes 0-7 in the last
wait
tour,
for fifth
you wait
Roche.
for Roche.
Dire's are scattered.
No.
Which Roche are we on? This is the third one, right?
3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Yeah, I was not wrong. Wait for the 5th one.
Oh, so we'll be here till 60 minutes. You give us 60 minutes, we'll give you the news. Oh, Primal Roar, that's going to be used. They'll look over for the Storm, and Desperate, Ball Lightning just getting away with a little bit of health. They've got themselves the totem once again. Flamethrower still trying to get a kill here with the Freezing Field down, but they'll end up stealing the
Shikuchi.
Shikuchi. Flea going the other way. They've got the damage on a Nature Lover now with the Hex and the kill on the Desperate. Nature Lover falls. They'll look over at Thana and they'll try to TP out. Can he? No. Telekinesis is there. They have the control. They'll get the kill. 3 heroes dead on the side of the Dire.
And that's it. Look at the base. Catapults are doing the work, plus
Oh.
Mega Creeps as well. They get caught. Like, this is also fight where Samson uses cheese with full HP, doesn't change anything, pops his BKB immediately, and these mega creeps are gonna dismantle the throne.
I thought they were really gonna hold off and try and kill Windrunner in the base. That would have been